So for administration, this is a once weekly injection that is given in the abdomen, thigh, or upper arm into the fatty tissue. The injection is given once a week on the same day each week. Doesn't have to be the exact same time on that day, but I would keep it to around the same time, so either in the morning or the evening. Just try to be consistent with that. So when you get your pen and you're ready to give your dose, the pens that Ozempic come in usually start with a lower dose, and over the course of months you'll increase to a higher dose if needed. The lowest dose Ozempic pen is important to remember that it has two different strengths that you can give with the pen, the 0.25 milligram and the 0.5 milligram injection. So make sure you know which dose you're supposed to be taking. That way you dial up the correct dose when you get ready to give it. So when you take your pen out of the box, before you use it for the first time, put your needle on there and then dial the pen. It should be 2 dots and a little line. I'll put some pictures from the Ozempic website of what that looks like. But this is going to be how you prime your pen. So you'll dial it to that indicator and you'll press the end and out into the air. Make sure you don't have it in your skin. And you'll see a little bit of medication come out on the end. It might just be a drop, or it might shoot out a little bit, so don't point it towards your face, but just squeeze it, and that's going to prime the pen for the first use. After that initial priming, you'll dial the pen to whatever dose you need for the medication. After you clean the area that you're going to be giving the injection, you'll insert the needle into the skin at a 90-degree angle and then depress the end of the pen. You might hear some clicking. That's completely normal, but you're going to keep pressing on the end of the pen until you see the dose meter indicate 0. When you get there, leave the pen in place for 6 seconds to ensure that all the medication comes out of the pen and doesn't come out whenever you remove the needle from your body. After the injection, you'll unscrew the needle from the end of the pen and then store your pen either in the fridge or at room temperature, whichever you prefer, and discard of the needle properly. It's also important too to remember that you don't want to reuse your needle, so once you use the needle, toss it out and use a new needle for every injection. Well, that's all for today's video, guys. I hope that this gave you some insight to Ozempic and gave you some information that you needed to know before you start it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. If there's something you'd like to see in another video, leave it in the comments below as well, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.